So what is PRODASH-PI? Let us understand here. A business solution to use by the organization and other stakeholders for monitoring the progresses of the projects executing by the organization divisions and their associating companies. So the divisions could be like a particular organization may be divided into the various OBS levels, various sectors, and those businesses are spread across the associating companies through the contracts. It displays the growth for physical performance, financial performance during all the phases of the project execution belongs to the sectors like oil and gas, petrochemicals, offshore platforms, fertilizers, pipelines, infrastructures, and so on. Basically, it records the total ongoing progresses of the projects handling by the organizations and their associating companies. Further, these progresses are circulating to the analyzing group, which is it could be like a monitoring cell, and further these analyzed progresses are further screened out for the correctness, rectifications if required, anything, and if not, then the screened out final progresses are being reported to the each individual stakeholders. So measuring the physical performance as well as the financial performance across the entire life cycle of the projects, since beginning from the pre-execution stages, handling through the execution, commissioning, and at last up to the closure stages. So closing of the physical and financial performance into the entire project life cycle. And further reporting of these progresses spreads across the various functional heads, associated stakeholders engaged into the projects, such as the contractors, PMCs, consultants, vendors, whoever are the part of the projects and are necessary to monitor and view the progresses. So let us understand here the key features of the products, what is exactly available. So PRODASH-PI displays the progresses in the form of dashboards, and dashboards are readily splitted into the segments such as dashboards by the enterprise, by the portfolio wise, division wise. Suppose the portfolio is divided into the various segments, individual project wise, and other crucial activity wise, such as the delay activities, time overrun activities, and so on. So it is easy to acquire the data, review the data, and publish the data across the stakeholders through the streamlined established procedure. It has the feature of robust drill down filtrations as well as the natural language data processing by simply providing the voice command, and system will reflect the output in the form of grid display. So wide range of filtrations are available over there. Whatever projects progresses are captured, it is further divided into the various sub attributes, and these sub attributes are becoming available as an result filtration properties. So based on the typed keywords or the voice commanded keywords, system is providing the analytical results. So reports and document management system. So like whatever the ministry monitoring or like the sector monitoring group, they are publishing these progresses and the reports, those are being documented into the system. So progresses of the previous decade or previous 2 decades or previous 5 years or specific financial year can be drilled down at any time. Various notifications and alerts are being provided, supplied through the system to all of the stakeholders, like progress submission is got delayed, or any suppose critical milestone has been achieved, or whatever are the necessary key milestones where the associates need to be provide their focuses are configured over here in the form of milestones, and those are being triggered and circulated through their emails, and through their registered mobile devices they are receiving these notifications. Further administrations and the personalization. So product is being administrated by the associating companies, key administration by the organization, as well as the further sub administration by the individual company stakeholder representative. Once the user login into the system, they are getting the opportunity to customize the preferences, their font settings, display settings, and etc. As it is a dashboard, so individual may have the different tests with respect to the dashboard visualization. So this personalization is achievable and can be done over there. So let us understand who are the beneficiaries of these products. So as I am talking about the associating stakeholders as well as organization stakeholders, primary beneficiaries are the organization stakeholders, which is a group of monitoring cell where managers and employees are engaged to capture the progresses, to review the progresses, and to analyze the progresses, as well as to approve the progresses. Other beneficiaries are the associated stakeholders, such as the other public sector companies or the organization subsidiaries itself. Uh, there could be a contractors or the vendors who are associated with an organization. Other beneficiaries are the external stakeholders. Now these stakeholders could be like a government ministry who are supposed to get the progresses through this ministry monitoring or through this sector monitoring cell. It could be like a press or media or the standard websites where annual reports or the progresses are being published on a specific periodic basis, or it could be other professional bodies. So these are basically the external stakeholders who may also have the access to get the access of this system to monitor the progresses. So how these beneficiaries are, cycle exactly works. So basically the connected stakeholders, they are submitting the progresses on weekly, monthly, or whatever as and when required to the monitoring cell, and progresses belongs to the project's physical progresses as well as the financial progresses. And there are chances like some progresses may have the certain queries, those are need to be rectified or need to be corrected prior to publish it into the external stakeholders accessing medium. So those queries or corrections need to be rehandled by the progress submitters teams, and this cycle will be continuous until the progresses are not up to the mark and up to the right with the figures and numbers. Once this progress is reviewed by the monitoring cell, further it will be get the approval through their internal workflow medium. And once these progresses are approved, this will be further reflected and published to the public or to the associating other stakeholders for the accessing through the medium of dashboards. So whatever progresses are submitted, those are now converted into the beautiful charts. Various analytical dashboards have been created over here, as well as the standard set of the reports. Those are also being circulated and published to the associating companies, and those are further being viewed and monitored by the every stakeholder who has got the access of this information. So let us understand how this workflow process exactly works. So at first, we are setting up here the basic projects, user databases. We are creating here the companies, JV companies, all the stakeholders who are supposed to have the accesses of this information. We are creating this information over here. Administrator is basically creating this information. Next, once this data set is available, the associating companies who are also the project submitters, they are submitting the progresses on monthly, half yearly, or as and when required, whenever the query is raised by the external stakeholders or by the monitoring cell. They are submitting these inputs via these channel progresses. Next, further these progresses are being reviewed and approved through the first preliminary medium, that is the first preliminary checker, or we can also say the data collector, who are supposed to get these progresses. And further this progresses is being circulated to the higher level of the workflow group, that is the progress reviewers. During this cycle, queries can be discussed. It could be like a cost related queries or the schedule related queries. If any impact is there on the delays, or if any critical milestones are being handled, then whatever progresses are being conducted over there during the particular this phase of cycle, these are further being discussed through the query medium. the successful queries, once it is getting closed, then further it is going into the final semi-final stage, that is for the internal reviewing and internal approving purposes. And all these approved progresses are further being circulated through the attractive dashboards and MIS reports, so that the everyone who has got the accesses, they can be reviewed these progresses. So what are the key specific inputs on the physical scheduling side? Let's see here. As we are talking about the project, so project will have the board sanction dates, project zero dates, overall schedule completion dates, anticipated completion dates. If project is being delayed or ahead, then what is the duration of the delay and ahead? So all of these progresses are being captured on a, like, let's say on a monthly basis. So these dates are being monitored, this duration is being monitored. Then physical progresses, what is the schedule progresses as per the schedule medium, as per the schedule chart. Then what is the actual progresses of the key functions, such as the manufacturing and delivery, which is contributing to the higher number of the percentages into the overall project cycle. Then construction progresses, which is another critical function milestone, and further another critical milestones related to the cost, finance, and project delivery. So these are key functions are being monitored. Apart from these, other project functions such as engineering, procurement, tendering, manufacturing, delivery, and other construction commissioning related milestones can also be monitored, as these are completely handy to define during making the progresses. On the other hand, at the finance side, the further progresses are being monitored for the overall approved cost of the project, original approved cost. If cost is getting revised, then revised cost. uh, on the gradual basis, the cost may get revised, and hence anticipated cost may get upgraded. So anticipated cost, cumulative commitment schedule for a specific financial year, as well as for a specific entire project life cycle. Then cumulative commitment expenditure, financial year outlay budget estimate, financial year expenditure, financial progress growth, and financial year outlay revised estimates if the cost is getting revised. So these are the, like, bare minimum key parameters we are capturing. Apart from these, there are other additional attributes can be defined, and that can also be captured. So let's see with this demonstration, with these basic inputs, let's see the further demonstration of the product. So I'm taking you to the actual demonstration. So this is the P-Gold application, which is a single gateway to access all the Parascada products. So here we have to make the login. P-Gold can be accessed through the parascadgold.com, or the detailed information also you can get it from the Parascad home website. So this is the P-Gold login credential window. I have logged in into the system. So all the products that I have explained into the portfolio are available over here. So right now we have, our interest is PRODASH-PI. So we have to click on the icon PRODASH-PI. So this is the home screen after logging into the particular PRODASH-PI screen. We can see this is on our home screen. On the left hand side, we have the operating menus, and on the right hand side, if you see at the top bar, there are various dashboards into the preset of the segments are defined. So right now we are looking at the overall portfolio dashboard. Apart from these, the owner specific dashboards are available. So for an example, this is the organization where a number of companies got involved, and these companies are basically reporting to this monitoring cell. So if I need to monitor the progresses of specific company, I would come into the owner specific dashboards, then sector specific dashboard, or we can also say the division specific dashboards. For an example, marketing, refineries, pipeline, etc. If I talk about the EPC, oil and gas sector, so sector specific dashboards, then location specific dashboards are there. So here we have the Indian geographical map. If I need to monitor the progresses of specific Rajasthan location, I would come into the location and I would get the more details of the Rajasthan location and their progressing performance of the specific state. Then project details, so it is a project specific dashboard. Then other critical focus areas such as the time and cost analysis. So I need to monitor the progresses at the portfolio level, but my I want to keep my bird eye focus on the time as well as on a specific cost. Then last 5 years trend and so on. So right now we are into the overall dashboard. It has the visual cards are shown at the top, giving us the overall highlight of the portfolio, like total projects running, completed projects so far, time overrun projects, cost overrun projects, projects anticipated to complete in this financial year, both time and cost overrun projects, original approved cost of the active ongoing projects, anticipated cost, cumulative commitment, cumulative expenditure, financial year budget, and financial year expenditure. So this is the overall picture. If we click on these particular dashboards, it will further drive us into the further drilling down individual region. So let us see first over here what the side menu is offering to us. So dashboards breakup we have talked. Then monthly progress. Right now progress is being captured into the monthly monthly routine in this example. So project input, half yearly input, and critical vendor related input. Further, if input is getting captured, further it is being reviewed. So reviewer has a two set of segments, performer, which is also we can see the data collector and data analyzer, and then further the reviewer, which is the next screener. So this is the reviewing and the approving screens. Next is the reports. So reports are there are standard set of reports are available, are pre-configured. Various around 21 templates are pre-configured over there. Will come on the report in the next screens. Then master report is there. Master report is a completely set of all the attributes that we have captured so far. So it is being displayed into the master reports, and further this master report can be drilled down to the respective necessary parameters. It can be screened out. So financial year wise, cost parameter wise, physical progressing parameter wise, further it can be drilled down, and it can be preset as an preference. So further this master report with the preset parameters can become available to screen into the further sessions. So it would become for easy. It's like a bookmarking the specific template. Then customization of the report. So again, by utilizing the master parameters, we can short select the parameters, certain parameters, and we can set that shortlisted parameters with our set reference, and it can be bookmarked as well. Next, executive reports. So external, let's say the ministry is monitoring these reports, then the executive nature reports are further shortlisted over here, further screened out over here. Then document management. So all the reports of the previous terms are captured over here into the document archiving. The communications being done amongst the stakeholders related to the progresses, those are also captured over there. On the administration sides, so if I need to define new companies like new CPSEs or new disciplines, if I need to add new projects, or if I need to upgrade the user database, new user creation, their profile rights, amendments, etc., we can handle it into the administration part. Then audit trail is there. So audit log is being built up automatically over there, and related to the project progresses, project wise and user wise, audit log can be monitored over there. One slideshow feature is available. Slideshow feature is basically it's a display of the all the individual visuals. Like here, number of projects we are looking at right now, geographical distribution projects we are looking at right now. So these are my visuals. So each individual visual in the bigger display is being navigated on a timely manner in this slideshow. So slideshow is basically utilizing by the top management in their like offices on a bigger screens, and these are being displayed and circulated in a timely manner for monitoring the progresses. So this is the introduction of the screen of the menus and the availability of the dashboards that are presets over there. So let's go ahead and see how we are capturing the progresses. So various filters are available to drill down or to filter the projects, such as the projects which are costing less than 100 crore or equal or above 100 crore. Various companies are there who are reporting to this particular monitoring sale. So company wise also we can do the filtration, or the segment wise, sector wise we can do the filtrations. So like the filtered parameter are reflected over here, above 100 crore, CPSE all, and project type all. So if you click on the OK, so list of the projects that are belongs to this filtration criterias are shown up over here. So total 15 projects got filtered. Progress pending is for the 0 project in this May month. Progress projects need to be done for 15 projects. Submission of the final is pending for the 2 projects. So final submission means like we can either do the draft saving, or else we can also do the final saving. Draft saving is basically for the internal review purposes. It will not reflect into the progresses saved during the draft will not become the will not become the part of the final publish, and it will not get displayed into the dashboards and into the final reports. So there is the 2 projects are there where final submission is pending. For rest, final submission is done already. So here call is means parameters are defined, like unless and until final submission is not being done for the necessity projects, the progresses will not get reflected into the dashboards. So right now I have clicked on a specific project. So these are our heads where monthly input is being captured, like basic projects and livelihood details, schedule and finance performance, brief highlights of the projects, major critical areas, and the attachments. So let's see the basic project and livelihood detail. So basically the basic information of the project is displayed over here. Who is the owner? What is the report number of the specific month? What is the brief project description? So introduction of the project, brief information is entered over there. So this information can be typed or it can also be pasted over here. Like word editor opportunity is available. Anyone like in the simplifying manner of the word editing tool, can data entry can be done, or information can be pasted as well. Next is the livelihood opportunities. So what is the number of employment got created for this specific project and into the specific states. So direct livelihood generation, indirect livelihood generation, and the total. So this information is also captured over here. What is the execution philosophy of this project? Whether it is a LSTK project, PMC, governing projects, or the in-house projects. Next is the schedule performance as of 31st May in this example, and on the right hand side financial performance. So government board sanction date, schedule completion date, original. If the revision is occurring, then schedule completion date revised. So on a monthly progress submitting basis, basically this information is being pulled up over here through the project definition page. And if the modifications are observed during the gradual progress submitting period, this can be entered over here as well. So default pulled up data can be overwritten over here. Then anticipated completion date, actual completion date, a delay if it is occurred with respect to the anticipation dates and the completion dates. So what is the duration of the delay? Anticipated delay with respect to the original schedule and with respect to the revised schedule. So physical progresses for the scheduled and actual. Now we can see, like in previous month it was the 14.3 was the schedule progresses, and it is now strike through, as in this month 18.3 progresses is being entered. So here while doing the data entry itself, the data controller is also monitoring the previous month progresses for the good information purposes. Then construction progresses, manufacturing delivery progresses, milestones, totals, due, and the completed. So here we are also providing the legends. So like whatever legends we are providing in these legend sections, over here we can do the explanation of those legends. If anything is not fitting into the specific rule, if progress is not getting upgraded, then what are the various reasons or causes, those can be marked up over here through this legend section, and those legends need to be explained into the this legendary explanation section. Next is the brief highlights. So brief highlights with respect to the functions like statutory approvals. So what is the gradual progress we are doing in this specific project? Work award status. Now engineering function progress, ordering function progress, manufacturing progress, tendering progress, construction commissioning can be filled out as well in the similar manner. Then milestone details. So project's key milestones are entered over here. Entry can be done like this. Scheduling need to be done. Anticipated completion date. If the milestones are closed, then what is the actual completion date? What is the status and the action plan for this respective milestone is going on or achieved? That need to be reflect over here. Next, major critical areas to have the concern of all the necessary stakeholders. So what is the critical areas? What action we have taken to tackle that, to mitigate that critical area? Next, supporting attachment documents related to the progress. Those can be add over here into the document upload section. Further, this information need to be saved. So once it is saved, the draft copy can be previewed with milestone or the without milestones. So this is how the draft copy can be viewed. So this is the project completion outlook. Whatever data entry we have done in the project input screen, it is being displayed like this. So owner, project, brief project highlights, estimated livelihood section, schedule performance details, financial performance details, brief highlights. So brief highlights by the functions like statutory, PMCs. For the other functions, we have not entered the data, so those are not being coming out into the reports. Then the PMC informations, milestone details, major critical area details, and so on. So like these reports are saved as a draft, and next, if the draft copy is okay for the internal reviewer, same can be saved as an final as well, and the watermark would get upgraded as an final copy on the printing report. Similar to the monthly report, there is an another input method for the half yearly report. So half yearly report, for an example here, in this example, September and March, these 2 months are considered of the annual year for submitting the half yearly progresses. So selecting here the like previous term month, that is the March 21, and clicking on a specific project to see the information. So if I suppose if I need to submit the progresses for the September 21, whatever was the progress submitted into the March 21 is default available over here to overwrite and to monitor as well. So these are the sections, Gantt chart activities that I need to show into the Gantt chart visuals, which is going to become on the output display for this half yearly report. So what milestones I need to show on the outcoming Gantt chart visual, that I'm defining over here. Defining over here the dates for the schedule start date and schedule end date, as well as for the anticipated completion start date and end date. So milestones such as the functions, so which function is going to complete on what duration, those information we are defining over here, and the preview we can see in this Gantt chart visual. So these are my major activity description, calendar duration, and the Gantt chart visual is explaining us the overall duration. Further legends are there like scheduled, actual, anticipated with respect to the calendar. So delay information is dragged over there in this line chart manner, and all the dates that I have fed up into the above grid are reflected into this preview window. So this is the project trend versus with respect to the original schedule. So this line chart is basically showing us the project trend, how the progresses are going ahead with respect to the original schedule. Next, other details, cumulative schedule commitment, and so on. So other details is optional, like this is how the outcome is coming out for the specific project. Further, this individual template outcome we will compress into the overall organization project's outcome, and the booklet of the half yearly report would get into the output. So this is for a specific project. So next is the progress review menu. Before that, let's see if the progresses are published into the through this input medium, how it would get reflect into the dashboard. So this is the visuals, like right now this is the project by progresses visual. So this is the waterfall chart explaining us the total physical progresses in terms of the percentages, and in the waterfall we can see the steps that are indicating the total number of projects. So right now there are 30 projects which are where physical progresses are running from 40 percentages to the less than 60 percentages. Next, CPEC wise or the company wise project cost contribution. So whatever is the project cost contribution, which company is contributing to how much amount, that is shown up over here into the cost contribution. Then project anticipated to complete with respect to the years. I just want to know in my next 10 years how many projects are anticipated to complete. So this chart is helping me to view the numbers. Next, delayed projects cost versus time. So how many projects got delayed in terms of the month and in terms of the cost. So this bubble chart is individual bubble chart. Bubble is nothing but the project. If we hover our mouse onto the bubble, it will give us the tooltip information of that specific project. Now, as I have clicked on the completed project, total projects are 4 and completed projects are 2 for the company 1. So I have clicked on the particular visual and it is further drilling down the other respective parameters. So right now we are looking at the progresses of the completed project 2, where what is the original approved cost, anticipated cost, and other parameters got filtered accordingly like that. So right now, again, if we want to unfilter the filter, again we have to click on the same visual to see the progresses. Next, this is the tabular information. So if we click on a visual corner attribute, over there we can see the breakup of the information. Like I have clicked on the tabular view of the CPC number of projects. So this is the summary. This is the CPSC companies and how many projects are handling by this individual company, the project count of the individual company. Detail information, we will get the name of the individual projects and their further breakup information, like what is the total cost, what is the total schedule, all this information of the specific project. It's shown up over here. And description view is the furthermore detailed view of these projects. So this can be printed out into the PDF or in Excel manner as well. If I want to filter into the specific project, on the most right hand side we have the filter window. Over here we can click on a specific project, we can search the project and we can click on that project. Further it will take into the project dashboard. So through the overall dashboard as well, we can drill it down to the project dashboard. Right now we are into the owner dashboard. So what is the progresses of a specific single owner company if there are multiple companies are reporting to the monitoring cell. So sector wise displays shown up over there. We can see right now company 1 I have filtered out over here from the owner, and the progresses of this specific owner, how many projects running under this specific owner, how many he has completed, total numbers of the time overrun, cost overrun belongs to only owner company 1. So if I want to monitor progresses by owner, the same visuals are further filtered with respect to the owner, and how many projects are there handling by this specific owner are shown up over here into this list window. So this is the owner specific dashboard, sector versus the anticipated cost. So this owner is dealing with the 3 sectors like refinery, CGD, marketing, pipeline. What is the cost contribution? Sector versus number of projects. So company 1 owner is handling the refinery segments, pipeline segment, marketing, CGD, and what is the how many number of projects are running. So these dashboards are indicating us the numbers, and further these numbers are drilled down into the finance and the schedule. So sector, right now we are looking for the sector versus sector projects, sector dashboard, sector versus number of projects. Sector is handling what is the cost in terms of the crores. So delayed projects, cost versus time, and the list of the projects. So handy dashboard visuals are predefined over here for the easy references. No need to click more choices if our vision is to monitor the sector or if our vision is to monitor the location. Like this. Next is the location one dashboards. In location, the key focus area is the geographical area. So geographical area wise progresses can be monitored over here. So geographical distribution of the projects, owner versus number of projects. So this geographical region can be viewed in 2 to 3 type of visualates. Right now, this is the basic visualates. If you hover our cursor to the specific state, it will give us the mouse hover of the specific number of running projects. So if I'm handling the pipeline project, so I would have to click on this network. So the pipeline network would get display into this blue color line diagram. So it will give us the indicator from what state to what state this particular project is covering the lines. So this is specifically for the pipeline nature of the projects which are crossing the countries from one state to the another states. Next, same can be viewed into the earth view as well. Like earth view information is available, earth view visualate is available. So again, detail level of the physical location. If you enter the coordinates, exact location can also be shown up over there. So this is the earth view. So there are like these 3 views we have shown up over there. Similarly, pipeline network can also be shown into the this earth view as well. Okay, so going ahead, next is the project specific dashboard. Now this is the only project specific dashboard. Nothing about the other information related to the segment is shown. Highlight is given on to the specific projects only. So project name, brief description of the projects, progressing parameters of the projects like who is the owner, project belongs to what sector, what is the project duration. So schedule performance with respect to the current month, what is the overall physical progress scheduled and what is actual so far. Similarly, overall construction schedule, what is achieved so far and what is the overall schedule for the manufacturing delivery function and what is achieved so far. Similarly, the right hand side, the figures are represented for the finance. Both 2D and 3D visualates can be viewed. This is the progress trend can be monitored by 6 months, 1 year and 2 years. These are the handy filters. Similarly for the financial trend as well. So calendar duration wise, schedule duration wise, what is the physical progress in terms of the percentages? What is the financial progress in terms of the percentages for the specific projects is being monitored over here. Same, any dashboard page can be taken out as an print here. Like right now we are looking. So various properties can be set over here. So these prints can be handy to take it into the stakeholder meetings, board meetings, for the communication, for to talk on the meeting agendas. So this is the handy option is available. Now other focus is on the another critical concern such as time and cost analysis. So here we can do the slicing on the original approved cost if our interest is to monitor the time and cost between the specific original approved cost projects, or where the delay duration is specific from this range to this range. So this is the specific focus is given on the time and cost only. So here how many projects are running delay with respect to the heavy cost can be monitored over here. So this is the critical quadrant. Next, last 5 years trend is monitored over here, like projects completed in last 5 financial years. So last 5 financial years are plotted and companies are plotted over here. So total number of the projects 45 was executed in last 5 financial years. And 45 was the highest count in financial year 19 and 20. Projects completed in last 5 financial year, capital expenditure. So what was the capital expenditure? Next, project added in last 5 financial year, and project added in last 5 financial year, capital expenditures. So this is further monitored over here. Again, this can also be taken into the print. Any template, any dashboard page can be taken into the print, and print properties can be defined over here. Okay, so next dashboard is a stream dashboard, like upstream, mid and downstream. So progresses by streams, nature of the projects can also be monitored over here. So this is the variety of dashboards are available. Apart from these, if any user want to create their own specific dashboard, that feature is also available. If any specific dashboard or if any specific visual is need to be defined. So going ahead, so this is the display dashboard, like I was talking earlier. So this is the like dashboard is displayed on the bigger screen, like on the TV screen. This dashboard can be published and run on the TV screen of the offices or to the monitoring cells. So all the dashboards, all the visuals are running one by one each on a timer basis, like geographical distribution of the projects, CPSE wise number of the projects. So this dashboard will keep continuing in running like into the floating mode. Okay, so let's go ahead and monitor the further things. That was the overall dashboard shown up over here after publishing of the progresses. Now next thing is the reports. So there are dynamic reports are getting generated. As I shown you earlier, like bare minimum we are capturing only the physical progresses parameters and the financial progresses parameters, and based on these parameters we are generating these dynamic reports. Like right now, first I'm showing you the project costing summary status reports that are costing less than 5 crore and the 100 crore, from 5 crore to 100 crore. So this is the summary status of the projects. So company wise, how many projects are there? So this is the template giving us the overall picture of schedule performance and the financial performance. So project name wise, here we can see the projects belongs to the sector and sector belongs to the specific company. So this is the hierarchy is used, and location. Further in schedule performance, what is the board sanction date, what is the approved completion date, what is the actual completion date of the project, what is the delay and ahead duration. If project is in delay, the number is shown into the plus, and if it is ahead, the number is shown into the minus. What is the schedule progress of the project, what is the actual progress, and this is for we are monitoring for the specific month. Similarly, for the financial side, what is the approved cost, what is the anticipated cost, percentage cost overrun plus figure, whether saving is done minus figure with respect to the approved cost. Financial year progress, budget estimate or the revised estimate, and expenditure. So what is the budget estimate and what is the expenditure? Cumulative actual overall commitment of the project, what is the expenditure, and based on this what is the financial progress. So this is the summary status of the projects grouped into the, or we can say it is pivoted with respect to the owner and with respect to the sectors and with respect to the projects. And here that I was talking earlier, like legends can be supplied during the entry of the monthly input. Those legends are shown up over here with respect to the specific attribute. And what is the asterisk is explaining. So this was the legend I have entered during the monthly progressing inputting. So completion duration is 18 months from the date of receipt. So text that I entered, it is being shown up over here into the asterisk in this specific row of the project number 80. So these legends are shown up like this into the outcome taking reports. So this is the summary status. Next report is the project costing above 100 crores. So what, this project is again showing us the executing summary. Similar template, but for separate bifurcation is given for the above 100 crore projects. So again, this is the summary status capturing the and monitoring the similar parameters for the scheduling and the for financial. Next template, like summary of time and cost overrun status of the project. So individually we are monitoring the summary for the projects that are running ahead, that are running overrun for the time as well as for the cost. So what is the approved cost, what is the anticipated cost, how many projects of the specific company, number of project with time overrun, number of project delayed by 2 years and above. So 2 years benchmark is filtered over here. Number of projects with cost overrun, number of project with both time and cost overrun, number of project completed in financial year, specifically in this financial year, number of projects scheduled to complete in the coming financial year. So focus is given here on the overrun case, next project completed or added in this month, and changes in anticipated completion or cost reported in this month. This project is added and there are changes are observed with respect to the anticipated completion thing. Next, critical areas for the attention of the ministry secretary. So detailed breakup that we have defined during the entry of the monthly input. This is default fetched up over here. Apart from these, this template can be custom means added or upgraded with the additional information for under the critical areas of the vendor. Next, owner wise, state wise matrix of the projects. So these are the owners and number of states. So how many projects are there for the specific owner under the specific states are shown up over here. So this is we are monitoring by financial year. Next template is there a monthly completion detailed monthly monitoring report. Now this is one of the key report comprises of the seven few templates such as critical areas for attention of the secretary, summary status of the projects, status of expenditure. So whatever individual templates we have shown, those are clubbed over here for the final publishing across the all the stakeholders, to monitor by across the all stakeholders as well as to monitor by the external bodies. It could be a like a ministry, or it could be a like a media where, or it could be a like a company channel where progress is supposed to be monitored by all the stakeholders. So this is final clubbed report where summary statuses, monthly completion outlook that we have fed. This is also coming as an part. So this is the copy showing around almost around more than like 500 pages. So next is the half yearly report for the projects. So half yearly report, one of the template that I had shown you, like Gantt chart visual is being displayed in a particular year, let's say in the March, this report is being monitored. What is the health of the project by monitoring the functions and their timelines. So this is another reports by the stream. So status of the project costing above 100 crore and above. So company wise progresses, original cost, anticipated cost, time overrun, delayed by 2 years and above. So this is specifically a customized template is defined and completely monitoring with respect to the parameters that we have fed for the specific project. So this is one of the customized template apart from the standard templates. So status of the project costing rupees 100 crores and above. Let's quickly see the highlights what we have seen so far. So we have understood the beneficiaries are like the internal stakeholders, external stakeholders, and the monitoring sale, like in, so what benefits exactly they are getting. So PRODASH-PI is playing the central and single point source for the information for all of the stakeholders. So interactive dashboards, standardized reports we have seen, NLP feature is there, as well as the manual drill down feature is there to drill down any specific data and get displayed into the dashboard as well as into the report through the master report drilling as well as the dashboard drilling. We have monitored the progresses for the ongoing projects as well as the for the closed projects, projects that are closed in the last decade or last to last decade. So whatever it is nothing like the data bank where any projects can be drilled down and the progresses history can be monitored. Next, dashboards and reports are highlighted the progresses done at functional level, such as engineering, procurement, manufacturing, delivery, and construction, and action taken on the critical areas, milestones, those are monitored over there. And overall, this process, because of this single platform governing by the monitoring sale and accessing by the stakeholders, the company's performance is getting increased. The speed of the business decision making is also getting increased. So what is the benefit to the reviewers and the approvers who are getting the progress reviews from the submitters. So it is again playing the single platform for monitoring the review operations, and whatever progresses they have submitted for this specific month, this is being compared with the previous month progresses. So on the screen itself, this visualization, this information is getting cleared, if progress is being delayed, or if it is running to delay, or if progress is getting ahead of the project. So all of these queries are getting generated over here during monitoring of the reviewing operations. So progress comparison is we are making, as I said, with respect to the previous months. Various queries can be generated, and these queries can be communicated on the runtime with the communicator channel, with the progress submitters, with the progress submission supplying companies. Then multi-level of review for approval is available, like workflow channel is created. So one is like a data evaluator or the data collector, further reviewer is there, and the approver is there. So further screening of the reporting is being done over there prior to publishing these reports into the for the all stakeholders. What is the benefit for the progress submitters who are submitting the progresses? So again, this is the single solution for them to provide the progresses through this channel, and they do not also have to do the lot of analytics or lot of data calculation methodologies, because all of this data of the previous month is already submitted and already captured into the segments, and same data is only going ahead into the growing manner. So data comparison, data analytics is being very easy for them as well. So overall, their progress is submission methodology, their progress speed is also getting increased. And the other focus areas like software takes minimum input that I talked earlier on the for the schedule side and the costing side. It shows the dashboard graphs and the chart visuals in the splitted manner, pre-splitted dashboard visuals or shown over there, like portfolio wise, owner wise, sector wise, and so on, project wise. Drill down features is available. Any query, any can be run over there through this drill down, robust drill down feature. Customized dashboard feature is available. PRODASH-PI, it is inbuilt with standard MIS reports that I have shown you earlier, like executive summary status reports we are getting, monthly report we are getting, half yearly report, annual reports we are getting. Master reports is available over there. It stores all the data on the cloud, so data security and everything is governed over there. It is basically uh, uh, hosted into the government server, or in case the organization is hosting on their server, so data is become handy and can be accessed through web portal, like where, like suppose we are running the data information can be accessed from like mobile application. Simply we have to browse the website and anytime we can get the information. Like there is really no need to necessity of the login into the only dashboard and systems. So notification services are available, alerts are available, critical alerts are getting on the emails and the mobile registered devices. So there is a scope is also available with respect to the nature of sectors where this product is going to be implemented. So scope can is also available for the integration with the third party application. We have seen the dashboard features and their capabilities. Dynamic reports, we have seen the preset of the reports were available. Apart from this, customization of the report is also available. Various logos, templates can be defined over there. So these were the some of the key summary status templates, Gantt chart visuals were available. Those are pre-available templates. So that's it from our side for the today's webinar. Hope you have found it interesting to implement on your projects. Please share your feedback and the questions to our sales team, and they would be happy to get in your touch. Please do visit to our website to get the more information on our this product as well as on the other products. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.